Welcome to Global Sustainable Research Solutions. This video is about Introduction to Macroeconomics. In this video, I will discuss about macroeconomics, what is macroeconomics, why we study macroeconomics, gross domestic product (GDP), economic growth, business cycle, unemployment, inflation, different basic macroeconomic relationships like APC average propensity to consume, APS average propensity to save, MPC marginal propensity to consume, MPS marginal propensity to save, aggregate demand and aggregate supply, fiscal policy, monetary policy, interest rate and exchange rate, international trade theories, public finance, taxation, macroeconomic forecasting, macroeconomic analysis, macroeconomic research and data development. After watching this video, you will understand basic macroeconomic and what is macroeconomics. What is macroeconomics? Macroeconomics is the study of economy as a whole. It examines the behavior of economic aggregates such as aggregate income, consumption, investment and the overall level of prices. But in microeconomics, we examine the behavior of individual decision-making units such as business firms and household. But on the other hand, in macroeconomics, we deal with the economy as a whole. We examine the aggregate behavior. We study aggregate income, aggregate consumption, aggregate investment, and the overall level of prices. What is aggregate behavior? Aggregate behavior is the behavior of all household and firms together. Why we study macroeconomics? How macroeconomics was evolved? Microeconomists conclude that markets work well. But macroeconomists, however, observe that some important prices often seem sticky. What are sticky prices? These are the prices that don't always adjust rapidly to maintain the quality between quantity supplied and quantity demanded. Macroeconomists often reflect on the macroeconomic principles underlying macroeconomic analysis or the microeconomic foundations of macroeconomics. The foundation of macroeconomics is based on the principles of microeconomics. What is Great Depression? It was a period of severe economic contraction and high unemployment that began in 1929 and continued throughout the decade of 1930s. Classical economists applied microeconomic principles or market clearing models to economy-wide problems. Classical economists used the principles of microeconomics to solve the problem, but simple classical models fail to explain the prolonged existence of high unemployment that occurred in the Great Depression of 1930s and 1929. This provided the impetus for the development of macroeconomics. In 1936, a well-renowned economist, John Maynard Keynes, published the book The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money. Keynes believed that the government could intervene in the economy and impact the level of output and employment. According to Keynes, when there is problem of high unemployment, low level of output, then the government could intervene in the economy to stimulate aggregate demand to lift the economy out of recession. Walter Haller introduced the term of fine tuning. Walter Haller introduced the term of fine tuning. What is fine tuning? It is the government's role in regulating inflation and unemployment. The use of Keynesian policy to fine tune the economy in 1960 and 1970s and 1980s was effective to solve the problem of recession, unemployment and low level of output. What is gross domestic product GDP? GDP is the final value of all goods and services produced within the geographical boundaries of a country during a specified period of time, generally for 1 year. GDP growth rate is an important indicator of the economic performance of any country. There are two types of GDP: nominal GDP and real GDP. Nominal GDP is output valued at current prices. However, real GDP is output valued at constant base year prices. What is GDP price index? GDP price index compares the price market value of all the final goods and services included in GDP in a given year to the prices of the same market basket in a reference year. Economic growth. Economic growth is an increase in the production of economic goods and services compared from one period of time to another. Economic growth is the increase in real GDP over some period of time. Economic growth is the increase in real GDP per capita over some period of time. We can estimate rate of economic growth by using formula real GDP in year 1 minus real GDP in past year divided by real GDP in past year multiplied by 100. Real GDP 1 is current year real GDP while real GDP 2 is base past previous year real GDP. Business cycle. Business cycle is alternating increases and decreases in economic activity over some period of time. Business cycle show ups and downs in the economic activity. There are four phases of business cycle: trough, expansion, peak, and recession. An expansion or boom is the period in the business cycle from a trough up to a peak. During expansion or boom, output and employment accelerate increase, while a contraction, recession, or slump is the period in the business cycle from a peak down to a trough. During contraction, recession, or slump, output and employment both fall. Unemployment is a situation where people of a country are willing to work, able to work, but they cannot find jobs. There are three main types of unemployment: frictional unemployment, structural unemployment, and cyclical unemployment. Frictional unemployment, also called unemployment. In frictional unemployment, individuals searching for jobs or waiting to take jobs soon. Structural unemployment, it occurs due to change in the structure of the demand for labor. The distinction between frictional and structural unemployment is that frictionally unemployed workers have marketable skills and either live in areas where jobs exist or able to move to areas where they do work. Structurally unemployed workers find it hard to obtain new jobs without retaining, gaining additional knowledge, skills, or relocating. Frictional unemployment is short term, while structural unemployment is long term and it has more severe consequences. What is structural unemployment? It is unemployment that is caused by a decline in total spending, and it typically begins in the recession phase of business cycle. We can estimate unemployment rate. What is unemployment rate is equal to unemployed divided by labor force multiplied by 100. Inflation. Increase in overall level of prices is called inflation. Hyperinflation. A very rapid increase in the overall price level is called hyperinflation. Hyperinflation are rare but have been used to study the costs and consequences of even moderate inflation. What is deflation? It is a decrease in the overall price level. If deflation is prolonged, it has the same negative impact as the sustained inflation. Prolonged periods of deflation can be just as damaging for the economy as sustained inflation. Stagflation. Stagflation is the combination of inflation and stagnation. Stagflation is sum of inflation and stagnation. We know what is inflation. Inflation is the overall increase in the price level, while stagnation is the recession or high and persistent unemployment. There are also some basic macroeconomic relationships which we study in macroeconomics. These are average propensities. Average propensity to consume is the fraction of total income consumed, while average propensity to save is the fraction of the total income saved. APC is equal to consumption divided by income, while APS is equal to saving divided by income. The sum of APC and APS is always is equal to 1. Marginal propensity to save is the proportion of a change in income saved. On the other hand, marginal propensity to consume is the proportion of a change in income consumed. MPC is equal to change in consumption due to change in income, while MPS is equal to change in saving due to change in income. The sum of MPC and MPS is also is equal to 1. Aggregate supply and aggregate demand. Aggregate supply is the total demand for goods and services in an economy. Aggregate supply is the total supply of goods and services in an economy. Aggregate supply and aggregate demand curves are more complex than simple market supply and demand curves. At the intersection of aggregate demand and aggregate supply curve, we find the overall price level that is prevailing in an economy and the total aggregate output supplied and produced in an economy. There are also three policies: fiscal policy, monetary policy, and growth policies that we study in macroeconomics. Fiscal policy is the government policies concerning taxes and spending, but monetary policy consists of tools used by Federal Reserves like State Bank of Pakistan to control the quantity of money in the economy. Growth policies are government policies that focus on stimulating aggregate supply instead of aggregate demand. Interest rate is the cost of loan. An interest rate is defined as the proportion of an amount loaned which a lender charges as interest to the borrower. Normally, it is expressed as an annual percentage. Interest rate is the rate a bank or other lender charges to borrow its money, or it is the rate a bank pays its savers for keeping money in an account. Interest rate can be either nominal or real. Exchange rate is the price of one currency in terms of another currency. Exchange rate can be either fixed or floating. Public revenue and taxation is very important, which we study in macroeconomics. The income of the government or state through all sources is called public income or public revenue. Public income or public revenue has two major classes: tax revenue and non-tax revenue. What is taxation? It is the imposition of compulsory levies on individuals or entities by governments. Taxes are imposed in almost every country of the world primarily to raise revenue for government expenditures, but taxes can also be used for other purposes as well. International trade is very important nowadays. What is international trade? It is the exchange of goods and services between countries. Trading globally gives consumers and countries the opportunity to be exposed to goods and services not available in their own countries or which would be more expensive domestically. There are different trade theories like early thinking, the theory of mercantilism, Adam Smith theory of absolute advantage, Ricardo theory of comparative advantage, Heckscher-Ohlin theory, new trade theory based on economies of scale, product life cycle theory, Porter's competitive advantage theory. What macroeconomists do: macroeconomic forecasting, macroeconomic analysis, macroeconomic research, and data development. What is macroeconomic forecasting? It is a prediction of future economic trends. It has some success in the short run. In the long run, too many factors are highly uncertain. Macroeconomic analysis, it analyzes and interprets events as they happen. It helps both private sectors as well as public policy making. Macroeconomic research, it is trying to understand the structure of the economy in general, forms the basis for macroeconomic analysis and forecast. Data development, macroeconomists macroeconomists use data to assess the state of the economy, make forecasts, analyze policy alternatives, and test theories. The providers of data must decide what types of data should be collected based on who is expected to use the data and how. It ensures the measures of economic activity correspond to economic concept. It should guarantee the confidentiality of data. In this lecture, we have covered what is macroeconomics, why we study macroeconomics, what is GDP, gross domestic product, economic growth, business cycle, unemployment, inflation, basic macroeconomic relationships like APC, APS, MPC, MPS, aggregate demand and aggregate supply, fiscal policy, monetary policy, interest rate, international trade theories, exchange rate, public finance and taxation, macroeconomic forecasting, macroeconomic analysis, macroeconomic research and data development. I hope after watching this video you will be able to answer why we study macroeconomics, what is macroeconomics, what are the key issues we study in macroeconomics. Thank you for watching Global Sustainable Research Solutions.